All right, I want to talk about the part of YouTube that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, including physicians. It's not the camera, it's not the setup, it's not even choosing a niche. I'm talking about titles and thumbnails, the packaging for your videos that determines in a matter of milliseconds whether someone clicks on your video or whether they ignore it. Because what you don't want, especially as a doctor, is to look like one of those channels. You don't want to be a video shock jock. You know, the thumbnails with the exaggerated faces, unrealistic claims, or packaging that's clickbait. Now, that approach exists because it works for certain audiences in certain niches, but for a physician building a trust-based channel, it's just not necessary and it's counterproductive. So today I'm going to talk about how to get clicks without compromising your credibility. So let me reframe this, because when people hear titles and thumbnails, it's easy to file that under marketing. And if you do that, that's a mistake. Your title and thumbnail are the first clinical decision your viewer makes about you. They have seconds to decide, do I trust this person? Is this going to be worth my time? A great video with weak packaging will not get seen. A decent video with strong packaging will. Because the algorithm doesn't watch your video. It watches what people do. Do they click? Do they stay? Your packaging, title, and thumbnail determines your reach. Here's the simplest way to understand it. YouTube has one goal, and that is to keep people watching. So it constantly runs experiments. It shows your video to a small group, and it measures two things: CTR, click-through rate, and watch time. Do people click? And once they click, do they stay? If both of those are strong, your video gets shown to more and more people. If not, it stops. It's really that simple, which means your title and thumbnail earn the click, the strength of your content and the interest in that content earns the watch. But you need both of them to have a successful video. The goal of a title is simple. It answers one question in the mind of a potential viewer. Is this for me? And will it help me? That's it. Not clever, not academic, just clear. Here are three patterns that work well. Number one, the specific question. Use the language your patient might use. It doesn't have to be super clinical jargon. You don't want a title like creatinine clearance and renal function assessment, but rather, what does an elevated creatinine mean? What's the best diet for good heart health? Why is it hard for me to lose weight after 40? Remember what we talked about in the last video? Type your topic into the search bar and look for what auto-populates. Number two, the counterintuitive truth. Medicine is full of surprises, so use that. Why your doctor might be wrong about cholesterol. What I tell every patient that might surprise you. Medications I never prescribe and why. Those things land differently when they come from you. Use this honestly, not for shock value. And when it's actually true and real in your experience, that's powerful. And your viewers are going to feel that. And no matter what your area of expertise, you have biases and truths that you probably learned the hard way. So whether you realize it or not, you have plenty of worthwhile and unique things to share. A third approach is to use specific numbers. 3 things you should know about statin. 5 signs your testosterone is low. 3 medications that most doctors avoid. Structure signals clarity. It tells the viewer this video is going to be organized, efficient, and worth my time. Now, thumbnails. You don't need to look sensational, but you do need to be clear. 3 elements contribute to a great thumbnail. Number 1, your face. I know some people resist this, but your face is your credential. Calm, direct, presence. That's enough. Number 2, minimal text. 3 to 5 words max. Large, high contrast. This isn't your title. This is the emotional hook. If it's not readable at a glance, it doesn't work. Number 3, simplicity. Convey one idea with clean composition. The channels that look desperate are trying to say too much. Their thumbnails have way too much on them. So make sure your thumbnails reflect clarity and simplicity. That's it. Now, if you're just starting out on YouTube, understand this and don't get frustrated. You will not get this perfect right away. Nobody does. This is an acquired skill and it improves with feedback and time. You post, you observe, you adjust. Which titles get clicked, which ones don't. The same process that you've used your entire career. Hypothesis, intervention, outcome, refinement. Give yourself a minimum of 30 videos and then reevaluate. So here's where you are now. You have a niche, you know how to write titles that get found, you know the elements of a great thumbnail that get clicked, all without looking like every other channel. What you don't have yet is the physical setup, camera, audio, lighting. And for a lot of physicians, that's where things stall. Not because it's difficult, but because it's unclear. So in the next video, I'm going to walk you through all of that. 3 budget tiers, everything you need and nothing that you don't. I'll see you there.